Hey everybody, Poker Dad here. Gonna be doing a 2-hour session of Global Poker NL50 here tonight, and wanted to post this video up on YouTube. Haven't had a gameplay video up for a while, so here we are. We'll see how we do. Hopefully we do well. We are up for the month, but not by too much. I'm only up about 120 something dollars for the month. Been up and down for the most part, but we're up now, so hopefully we can have a good session here. Obviously be taking notes on people and playing our game and hopefully play a good A game here. So I will speak when needed, but of course there'll be other times I'll be super concentrated. No, watch as long as you want. It's a 2-hour video. You don't have to watch the whole thing, of course. Wouldn't expect you to. Of course, here 7-5 offsuit will definitely fold. And 5-6 suited here from the button. Actually, I don't know. Shouldn't have my thing all set up here yet, but I think this is actually going to be a fold here. And then my range is all set up yet, but yeah, 6-5 suited, of course, is a fold from the button. So waiting for a couple tables to load up here. So I'm playing my ranges that I created. Real quick, if you want to see what my ranges are, my opening ranges that I create. Well, I guess I got to make a decision here. That's an easy fold. In case you haven't seen them before, here are my opening ranges that I created myself. My under the gun range, and my middle position range, and my cutoff range, and my button range, and my small blind range. Alright, so 5-2, we can fold this. Of course, I don't always use ranges. Sometimes I'm using different ranges as well, but in this particular session, I'm going to use those ranges. I also do use some looser ranges at times as well. So I don't always use the same ranges, and plus, I of course will deviate from the ranges based on what I'm seeing from the table, of course, as well. So those aren't always set ranges there, but it's what I like to run with for the most part. Sometimes, I shouldn't say just sometimes, at least. Here with being the open razor here, King 10-2, this particular board here, I'm going to check. Nothing really is really connected here. Here, of course, we can check down here as well. We do have a potential gutter that we can improve to a gutter, but it's not good enough for us to actually bet there, and we can fold there with the queen out there too. Here we're going to fold to the bet there, and king queen would definitely open us up. 9-5 we can fold. I don't have any reads on any of these players here, except that it's recreational players, and I don't have any notes on anybody here. Three-way pot here with king queen, and we do hit top pair, which is nice. We're definitely going to bet though, because if an ace comes out, it's always conceivable one of these guys could have an ace, so I'm not going to check it off. And 5 comes out here, so definitely just another opportunity to throw out a bet. This here 3-4 we're going to check. And we get a call here. Ace comes out, so we definitely don't like the ace here, but I'm not going to not... there we got a pair of threes up there. I'm definitely going to still bet here, but I'm just going to kind of underbet this here. And hopefully get a fold. And if he raises, we can definitely close up shop on this one here. This one here, I think we could definitely throw out a multi-way. So now when he raises, goes all in. I'd rather do that than check here and then kind of feel awkward about making a bet here. His shove all in is definitely questionable here, that he could have a flush, but still with the ace being out there kind of has me concerned. This could be a spot for a hero call. But I'm going to respect the raises here at this level and just fold this up here. Because most of the time these guys are doing that for value in this spot. Especially here at Global Poker. There's not too much bluffing going on the river, and usually when you see bluffing, a lot of times it's with underbets, not with all-ins. And even still, I don't think my hand is good enough to call without at least having an ace. Because now at that point I have second pair. I was definitely tempted to call it though, but yeah, I just don't think it was the right play there. Better to err on the side of caution in that spot. Err on the side of caution. But still, by putting the underbet out there, you know, he could possibly call me with worse than what I have, or he can fold as well if he didn't hit anything, or if he's afraid of the flush and he'll think I'm trying to get value. So, but if he raises it, we got to respect the raise. You don't see many situations where somebody's going to be raising it all in, with the flush being out there. Again, possibly unlikely that he did have the flush, but still, I mean, he could have an ace and be doing that with an ace. It would make a lot of sense, actually. It would be a good bluff opportunity. It would be a good bluff by him. Because even though, the ace of diamonds out there, I have the king of diamonds. It's unlikely, of course. Like the way that hand played out, it's pretty unlikely he did have a flush. But of course, like I had mentioned, especially in the multi-way pot, where it was a multi-way pot originally, him having an ace is definitely very likely. And he could have had another suited ace, that he was calling down. It'd be an interesting hand to look at later on. But I mean, he could have also just had any ace and maybe paired the board with the ace. Always possible. Here we're gonna bump this up to $4. Unfortunately, he's a short stack. This here with a pair of tens, we could definitely call it, at least for one street. Here, this is cutoff versus under the gun. Ace queen offsuit would be a 3-bet here, so we'd be 3, so we'll make it 5. We could fold to a 4-bet. With the 10 here, just gonna call the min bet here. I didn't realize this was multi-way pot. That was my bad. I screwed that one up. Here with ace king queen, I'm actually gonna throw out a c-bet here. This spot here with the queen 10, we could bet a 2. And this spot here, we're definitely folding, of course. Ace 6 here, we're going to fold. Here we get raised. I'm just okay with just calling it here because of this guy being short stacked. Queen 10 here, in this spot I'm actually going to fold. Here we get top pair. We'll just check it off to him. If he shoves, we'll call it. And we'll just hope he doesn't have king, king, or ace, ace. And if he does, he does. And he has ace king, so hopefully he just doesn't hit an ace or a king. He doesn't, we take it down. This here we're going to fold. Ace 4 we're going to fold, and 10-7 we're going to fold. Jack 8 we're going to fold. It would be an interesting hand to go and look back at, and I'm just curious what value hands he could have had if he didn't have an ace, or if it could have just been a complete bluff. It just seems unlikely that a player would be. I mean, he could even have 2 pair there. It just seems unlikely that a player is gonna do that there. Here we can make this $2.50 with 2 limpers. Notice, by the way, that this guy flats in a small blind, which is not a very reggish thing to do. Here we get top pair in a 4-way pot. So it's a similar situation. We kind of want to hopefully stay away from any kind of... This is a very interesting bet here. Could be something like two pair, could be a set, but we definitely got to call it, of course. This here we're gonna fold. This guy's full stack. He's going all in. I am definitely worried about a set here, but I'm gonna give this a call. We could still improve too. And he just had a uh, two pair, so that worked out well. That we end up hitting a queen on the river. And he didn't have a set, so he just ended up having two pair. We definitely lucked out in that one by definitely getting the queen on the river. But look, you got to take those where you can get them. And I think it was definitely the right call anyway. I mean, he was pretty much pot committed there regardless. And he had either a king, or a set. Didn't really expect him to have king 7 and get two pair, but we're feeling pretty good about the king, having king queen with no 3-bet pot, of course. And there's nothing abnormal about what he did. This table here, reg, this guy's stack. We'll see who else comes in this table. We might leave this table pretty quickly. King Jack here in a limp pot, middle position. King Jack offsuit. I'm actually going to fold it in the limp pot. Okay, this player is a recreational player. It really depends on what kind of play we're going to get over here. There's such a big bet here, being a small blind, we're just going to fold it. This here I can fold. And this I can fold. Alright, this guy's a rec player too, right? That makes it a little bit better. And I haven't seen what this guy's doing yet. I gotta check to see if he's open limping. You can see right now actually if he is or not, if he's actually betting. He folds there, so we can't really tell, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye and see if he is open limping, and we'll know if he's a rec player or not. So sometimes here I open up suited aces, and sometimes I fold them. Here I'm actually gonna fold it. I don't really know too much about the table, so I'm actually gonna fold the suited ace from the under the gun. And just play a little bit more conservative here, because good chance to get called by multiple people. Obviously we're opening up the threes. We get a call from small blind and big blind, and no set. Obviously this board is not very good for us, so I'll just check and hopefully land a 3 on the turn. We do not, so we'll continue to check until somebody bets, and then we'll fold. Here 9-8, we're going to fold this. So if this were a regular heads up pot, I could see calling this here, but since I'm in the middle here of a multi-way pot, I'm just going to fold the 3s, because he could easily be bluffing here, even though bluffing is really not a great idea in the multi-way pot, but he could also just have a pair that's better than 3s. I mean, that's not too difficult. Here we get king queen, so we'll open this up. Let's see what he does in a small blind, if he just flats or how he plays it. He folds it. It's a possibility this guy could be a reg. Here we have bottom pair of 2s in the multi-way pot. We'll just fold it. Here ace 9, we're just going to check. And we get top pair in a multi-way flop with a flush draw out there. I'm inclined to actually bet here just because there's a flush draw out there, and having top pair just to protect my hand. And now we get 2 pair, which is really nice, and no spade yet. We'll just put up another $2.50 bet for value. And we fold it up. We don't have to worry about any flushes coming out. Here we get ace 10 suited, so of course I would definitely be opening this up from The under the gun, and 3-4 we can fold. So we're gonna go possibly phone. We go 4 ways, and the flop is nothing to write home about. Unfortunately, no clubs, no broadways. So we'll fold any bet here in the multi-way pot. This note on him is so old, from like back in NL4. We'll fold this up, of course. King queen again. I'm getting a bunch of king queens tonight. Yeah, I get pocket aces on the left. That's nice. Hopefully we can do something with it. To the open raise on the gun, king queen offsuit is actually gonna be a fold here. We do get a call from this guy here. Not the best flop here for us, but I mean we're definitely gonna see bet it here. But he could connect really well with this board. Wouldn't be shocked to see a raise here. Yeah, doesn't really surprise me. Could definitely easily have an open ender here or something like that. Obviously we're gonna call it. Jack comes out, which isn't going to really do much for him. 8, 9, 10, Jack, unless he has 10, 9. But we'll just call it here again. Definitely a good card for us here. And we'll just call any bet. This here, we're going to make $2. And we'll just call his bet here and just hopefully he doesn't have a straight or something like that, which is possible. Nope, he was just betting with a pair of 9s. So we did have a straight draw, but he didn't have a 10. I guess that was... I don't remember what the cards were on the... this spot here, small blind versus big blind with the other guy coming in. We're going to call this. 3-way pot. Top pair, which is great. Plus we have a club. Definitely going to throw out a bet here. Here we get top pair, same idea. I like to bet these spots. Pocket aces down on the right. So we got a lot going on here. But this might not go too far, this hand. This guy's avatar disappeared. Great flop for us here. Could even slow. We can actually slow play this one here, believe it or not. Our hand is so strong we can actually slow play it. He checks there, it's kind of annoying. It's going to fold. It's going to bet half pot. Let's try and get something out of this hand. Nope. Unfortunately, that didn't get much out of a freaking monster hand like that, but sometimes you're just not going to get any value off of the good hands. If the other player has nothing, he's not gonna call. And I tried to let him catch up. Here we could definitely fold here. 3-3, we could open this up from under the gun. Queen 5, we can fold. No set here. We don't, nothing's happening. We just can check and fold this one here. All right. Once he bets here, we easily fold out of this hand. Ace check up here. We're going to fold the ace 3, of course. Ace 10 from the button. We can raise that one up. This player here is a pain in the ass to play against, I can tell you. I definitely had some stupid moments versus that particular player, where I've just played dumb versus them. Here the ace-2, of course, we will bump that up, suited. All right, and we get a backdoor flush draw and bottom pair here. So I've actually seen that betting here in these spots are better than checking. I get more folds this way. Yet if I'm in position, I've noticed actually that c-betting, it's just better to take the free card. Here with the queens, we'll make this $2. And jack queen here suited, we can raise that up. No set, but heads up pot with the top pair here is great. This spot here, see now here I'm in position, I'm actually going to check behind here. Here we're definitely going to throw out a c-bet. And folds in that one here. Now here I could definitely make a delayed c-bet, take this one down. And we take it down. I think it's just easier to get that on the delayed c-bet than to c-bet in position. And using position in that manner as a delayed c-bet instead of a straight c-bet. And then I just picked up just mostly from, just doing study. A6 will raise this. I'm surprised he's sitting here short stack like that. No connectivity at all to this board. Here ace queen, we're just going to check behind as well. And we can check the a6, and I'm going to fold the a7. Again, with a check here, I have no reason to bet here in this spot with the ace. Here, this a6 is an easy fold. He bets $1 here. It seems kind of peculiar that he's just betting $1. So I'm actually going to call with my ace high. And if he has a pair, fine, so be it. It's pretty much a min bet. And he does. It's not a big deal. That could easily be a bluff right there. The board was not really very connected at all. And there wasn't really much you could have, just continually checking out of position the way he check, and then bet $1. It's such a small bet, you just call it and possibly win it with ace high. Here we can fold here. That pretty much the call was because of his bet size and the way the board played out. Jack will raise up. I don't know what happens. This guy's avatar just disappeared. It's really strange. Queen 10 here, offsuit from the small blind. I'm actually going to fold it. And Jack we just take down au naturel, which is fine since Jack is such a pain in the butt to play. Jacks are terrible in every way. There's just like nothing good about jacks. It's like it's the card that just problems arise from the jack in all ways. The jack is a jerk. I forgot to keep checking about this guy. I just got a feeling that this guy's a reg. I should have been paying attention, but I mean, obviously, I have so much going on. Can't keep track of everything. All player tendencies kind of difficult. 3-3. We'll check it here. Queen 10, just like we did before, we're gonna fold. We're gonna fold in the small blind and the limp pot as well, especially now when this guy open raises. Well, yeah, open raises. Here we're gonna fold. Or pre-flop raises, really. It's not an open raise. Gotta get the terminology correct, you know. Come on, people. Stop being a mo. Sometimes even when you're playing 4 tables, you have nothing going on. Now's one of those moments. Sometimes you got like so many things going on, and other times you got nothing going on. We're gonna fold the 10-9 to the limp. Here in the A7, we can fold that. You got Queen Jack in the small blind will end up being a 3-bet. Let's see if we can fold. So we're going to bump it up to 6, and if he 4-bets, we'll fold it. Or any 4-bet. If this guy 4-bets it, you know. Oh, okay. This guy's playing 2 tables. So, yeah, very likely he's a reg. Especially considering he's 4 tables and his stack size on both tables really kind of makes it look like a reg. And we could always change it to a bad reg if, in fact, we do see him limping. But right now we'll just put him down as a reg. Queen 6, we could definitely bump this up here. And Ace 8, we could bump that up. And he seems to be folding and stuff, so I think he's definitely a reg. I've never seen him before, but that doesn't mean anything. New people are showing up all the time. Here we got AC suited from the button. I guess this person just came in and make it $2. I guess they just came into the table and didn't want to wait. So we get top pair, backdoor flush draw, so that's good. So this one here, I'm actually going, well, I guess I could bet it here, but, you know, there's always possibility somebody has a better ace here. $4 bet, I mean, we're definitely going to call it. It's possible they could always have like a set or 6s or something like that. Curious to see what happens here. She checks it now. Let's see this 4 here. I can go back to this hand in a second. Interesting that she decides to check this here. So I'm going to throw out a bet to protect against a potential flush, even though it's unlikely. She raises me here. It's very peculiar. It's going to definitely feel like a set, and then I can fold it. She calls it. The flush does come out, and we could just easily, once she checks, we could easily just check behind here with the worst possible ace and hope she doesn't have an ace. And she doesn't. She was betting, I don't know what she was betting with. But she bet, and that's great for us, I guess, because we got that money. I mean, she didn't have any draws or anything. She just was a flat-out, straight-out bluff, so it's good for us, I guess. I should make a note here on her when I have a chance. That in the multi-way pot, she bluffed out of position. And a pretty good sized bluff, too. It was a $6 pot, and she bet $4. So, I mean, not a good bluff in terms of not a good choice. Especially considering I was the one who raised it pre-flop. Very good chance I have an ace. So, you know, people do things. So, raise, flop, multi-way with air. This here in the button, Jack Queen offsuit in a limp pot. It's going to be a raise here, so $2. This Queen 7. Big blind versus button. is a fold. Ace 9 we can fold here. Queen 3 we can fold. Did I word this correctly? Raise flop multi-way with air. I guess the correct terminology is 2-bet. 2-bet. 2-bet would really be the correct terminology there. Ace 2, we'll just check it. Missed the board. It's fine. We were obligated to play this hand anyway. And we'll check behind. No big deal. This is a free pot anyway. Folding is not a big deal. We're not really losing any money. 9-9 here. We're going to definitely 3-bet. We don't have to, so we're just going to open up. And we kind of missed the board here. We have the overpairs. So this actually would be a spot to actually bet here with the overpairs. She calls, definitely makes you nervous with the fact that there's a diamond out there. But upgrading to 2-pair, I'm just going to put out a small $2.50 bet here. She bets $12. I have top pair. I don't know what god name she can be betting with here for $12, but I'm just folding it because I have the worst possible ace. Now we have a full house, which is a wonderful thing. So we could bet for value here. And if she has a flush, that would be great. In fact, we actually shove her all. Nah, I don't want to shove her all in. Let's bet half pot here. If she shoves us all in, then it's great. She doesn't, and she folded, so it really didn't matter what the hell we were going to bet. And we bet pretty low, so. And not that it was an amazing full house, but, you know we have the best full house there because we have 9s. Anything more than that, good chance, even though she is a rec player, would have 3-bet us pre-flop. So pretty much we know probably the 9s are the best, unless she has quads, and, then that's just whatever bull crap, that you're going to lose to. Just happens. Fold the ace-6 there, by the way, to the cutoff. I didn't check. I'm pretty sure that's the right play, though. Actually think I should have 3-bet it. So actually I should have 3-bet this ace-6. That was a mistake. The problem is if I 3-bet it and this person comes in and possibly he calls going to be a multi-way pot and ace-6 suited is just kind of not a fun situation in a multi-way pot. Unless you actually get the flush draw. Here we're 4-handed, but this rec player is missing face guy and this guy up here. Flop 2-pair, which is very nice. The only negative about it is there is a flush draw out there. Bet $1, see what happens. It's a limp pot to begin with, so. Here, King 10 offsuit, we can fold. We can fold a 9-4. Potential flush did come out here now. Let's check it off out of position. He checks too, so we know he doesn't have a flush now. We can confidently bet here and expect to take this down. Our only concern would be like ace-4 is really our only concern here. But ace-4 would have definitely bet also, so. He raises it now. And this table, by the way, I don't know where everybody went. So he raises it. Interesting. I'm just going to give it a call here. And, I definitely got to call this because I don't think he has a flush. And he had ended up with a set. So, all right. So he's kind of slow played a set. It's no big deal. This table is pretty much dead. Here we have ace-queen. What's happening here? Here we're missing a bet. This we get 3-bet to $4. Here we get middle pair, backdoor flush draw, min bet. We'll just do that. Here, definitely want to bet this. Queen 10, 2-pair on a flush board. He calls it. Another heart comes out, which really sucks. If he bets here, we could easily just freaking. We don't have a heart. He might not have a heart either. This is ace check. We've got a lot going on right now. Raise this up. This 2-6. We can at least get rid of this here. Let's bet this here. If he has a heart, if he doesn't have a heart, he'll fold. And we still can get a full house too, you know, and beat a flush. So if he raises here, we'll fold. This table, we got to get the hell out of here. There's nobody playing on it. 3-bet here. We can fold this, and we can fold his raise, of course, even with our 2-pair. Kind of sucks. But the only way we're winning his hands, we get another queen and another 10. It'd be pre-bet suck out for him, but we got to fold this, unfortunately. 9-10 here we can fold. Ace-3 we can fold, and as soon as his cards disappear on this table, unless somebody pops up, we're going to get off of this table and find a new table. Don't want to play at this table. 3-handed. Alright, so we'll go find another table. I mean, betting here is the right spot. It is the right way to go. Because at least we can kind of determine our own price there. And when he raises it, it's not a big deal. You know, we bet small. We bet small, we don't lose too much when we have to fold. Not a big deal. Where if he bets big, we're kind of like, he could be bluffing, maybe he isn't bluffing, we don't really know. You know, we have no information. Here we have a flush draw and a multi-way pot. $1.50 pot size bet here. Not really interested in doing this in the multi-way pot. Not going to chase in the multi-way pot. Here we have kings. 2 calls. Make it $2.50 with basically 2 limps here. And they both fold, which is fine. Table's got a little bit mixed around now, because this is what was over here. This, I think, was over here. Doesn't really matter. Of course, we're going to fold the 4-3. Unfortunately, we had to get rid of the table we had the most money on, but it's not a big deal. What is this guy's name? Win, lose, river. Here we get kings in the bottom left. We'll open these up, of course. 7-2 we can fold. Ace comes out. Don't love the ace, of course, but definitely can bet the kings here. If he checks us, if he bets, we're just obviously 9s we're going to call. All right, we could definitely bet the kings here, even with the ace being out there. If he doesn't have an ace, he'll fold. You know, he might call with an ace, of course. If he raises, we could be suspicious of having 2-pair, but as it played here, 9s, definitely don't want to be folding the 9s 3rd pair here. At least call once. Queen 4, we're definitely going to fold. If he checks to us here, interesting, the check. I'm inclined to now throw out a bet here and see if we just take it down here. And he'll think we have an ace. And if he has an ace, he's going to call it. You know, I just don't see why he would be checking there. And he does fold it. Here, ace queen will make this $2. You know, it's all by hand reading, which is why I do all the hand reading exercises, because after a while you just start to see these things and you see them in slow motion, and you can use them here at the tables. Here we land the flop is pretty much a dud here. A lot better for him here. We'll definitely just be checking behind. And things do not improve for us here at all. And once he bets, we'd easily fold out of this hand. I love when people start calling out bad players. Like come on. Like, you want the bad. Like, why don't these people understand, like, you want bad players at the table? Bad players are the ones who you actually win money from. I mean, do you not realize that? Do you think you're winning money versus the good players? No, you're winning money versus the bad players. So stop calling out the bad players and embrace the fact that they're at the tables. If you want to play versus good players, I'll tell you what, go play in America's Card Room, because there's not a lot of bad players on there. I hate people like that. Freaking idiots. They're just morons. Like, they don't even deserve to win. King 10 offsuit here. We're going to fold. This is going to be a call here in the button. Ace queen offsuit. This we can fold, and 7-6. I'm not opening up suited connectors from under the gun. Ace queen 2 overs. We could definitely call any c-bet here because she could be c-betting a ton of her range here and how we miss this board, so we'll happily call it. And we hit top pair here on the return, which is great for us. She bets again, but happy to call again. $2 bet. Interesting small bet from her, but no problem calling it. Could raise it, of course, but I don't see much value in raising. King comes out. The only thing we have to worry about now is a straight, possibly. But I'm just going to call it here. And I just hope she doesn't pull out a straight or a 2 pair or something like that. And she had 2 pair. That still was the right call. She hit the 2 pair on the river. So, I mean, then you can just make the argument that maybe I should have raised it there to a small bet. Something to think about. Raise her small bet there, $2 bet. She's betting small to continue betting, but she doesn't have top pair. Raise it up, she'll probably fold. Keep that in mind, actually. Let's actually make a note. Turn c-bet with second pair. What's the proper terminology? Underbet. So we can take note of that, and then next time we see that happen, and underbet on the turn, we can raise her. She doesn't have. She wants to see bet. She has a piece of the board. She doesn't have a strong hand, and we could possibly take her off the hand. So we know that for next time. So that's, you can say, well, that's a positive about calling that hand, is the fact that we got to see what card she had and see how she was playing. So we can take note of it, and next time we see something like that, we can react accordingly. This table died too. I don't know what's going on with these tables tonight. Of course, this is the table where I had the second most amount of money on. But sorry, we get queens here. We'll play these queens. We'll play the button, and then we'll get off of this table. Maybe somebody will show up. So here we'll bet. The 6s here I would normally be raising here, but I'm going to fold to the $2 bet. This here, we're in the cutoff. Small blind versus cutoff. King queen off would be a 3 bet. So make it 10 bucks. I'm going to go crazy here. Make this 10 bucks. See if we just get folds. King 8 I can raise up here, and I'm sitting out of this table here. See, this guy folds. This guy should fold, being the caller, and he does. Once this guy folds, he was the one who led into betting. You usually expect the caller to fold as well, because the caller is calling with worse hands. And we'll sit out of this table, go find a new table. So it's good to see like the open razor fold, in that spot. And I don't mind that. I mean, still I have a solid hand. So button ace 4 versus under the gun open. It's actually going to be a 3 bet, but I'm not going to 3. See here, I'm not going to 3 bet. Look at this guy. He's betting $3. I have no idea what that means. It could mean aces, could mean kings. So I really want to screw around with that with a 3 bet and possibly go. I'm not going all in with my ace 4. It'd be a waste of money. It's a $3 bet. Such an awkward bet there. And look at this guy. So we know this guy's definitely a rec player because he's sitting there flatting a $3 bet in a small blind. That's just never recommended to do. I'm curious to see. I hope this goes to showdown so we can kind of see what he had. I'm going to wait till I get another table. I'm going to wait for a second because I want to see how this hand plays out. King, king. So say, there you go. $3 bet with king, king. So that tell you. If we see him open up other hands and we see him open up other hands at $1.50, then we know, oh, $3. That means he has a monster. And he did. And that's why I did not 3 bet him, because that would have ended up being, he would have then 4 bet me, and I would have had the fold, and it would have been such a waste. Here, king jack suited, we get 3 bet, but we'll definitely call the 3 bet here in position versus with the suited hand. We have a gut shot here. See what size bet he gives us here. We also have 2 overs as well. Half pot bet, definitely going to call it here. Hand does not improve here, so we'll fold to another C bet. He checks over to us here. I'm just going to check behind here. I could definitely bet, but I'm just going to check behind here. You know, we could even win this with King Jack here. It's possible. Although he could have been in a draw as well. So now would be a good time just to throw out a bet here. Let's just see if we can just take it down as a bluff. If we don't, we can take a note here. This guy can't be bluffed, but he did fold. So, hey, good. We won on a bluff with King Jack suited. We had King High. Good bluff. Worked out. I think if I would have bet smaller, maybe he would have saw that. You know, obviously, I think the way he played that hand, very good chance that he had that he was on a flush draw. Probably had a suited ace of some kind, which is why he checked the turn after we called. After we called the flop. Here, ace five suited. We'll raise it up. We've got to find another table. This table doesn't look that great. What's happening here? Hang on. Hold on, people. Ace five multi-way pot, back to a flush draw. We'll call the weird min bet in a hand that I was a pre-flop raiser, but it's a min bet. We're definitely gonna call there with the ace. Now we can easily fold out of this hand. Kind of have to reorganize where everything was as all the screens move around all over the place, because now this is the one that was up over here. Now it's down on the left. This is the new table. It's up over here. We backed out of that one. Keeping track of where everybody is. Now this guy's up over here. Like, people are all over the place. It's the annoyance about when you have to get a new table. Oh, this is the one that was over here. There's a lot of recreational players at this table. Tables seem pretty good. Oh, this, I think, wasn't this one over here already? I think this one was already over here. Ugh. People in chat sometimes are just completely ridiculous. They really are. 9-10 offsuit we can fold. You know, another reason, by the way, that King Jack was a good bluff was because of the fact that there were two diamonds on the board and we had two diamonds. You know, if we had two diamonds and no diamonds on the board, it actually would have been a worse. I think it would have been a worse bluff. But I think it was pretty clear what he was betting with there. He probably had suited aces. He had a suited ace of hearts, and you know he went for the C bet, which is totally the correct play. But because the board came out the way it was also a great board for me to be able to call his bet. Ace three suited will raise this up. Jack five, of course, we're going to fold here. And 10-4 we can fold. Make this guy blue. Look at these tables just hold up, and these tables have just been dying. It's kind of annoying. Can't get any like momentum out of the table. We haven't gained momentum. I had to back out of tables. Here we get a call from the small blind. So again, this guy's calling from the small blind. That's a very weak move. Unfortunately, the board, we have a gut shot. All right, so we can call the gut shot. This guy flats in the small blind and then min bets from the small blind. Just weird. But obviously, we're going to call a min bet here. Doesn't matter. And we have a gut shot, so. But when this guy raises, now we can get out of the way. This King 10 here. I hate calling with these hands, but you just got to in this spot. Ace 5 suited. This is definitely going to be a 3-bet here. And I think that was... I'm going to check the stupidness. Button versus under the gun. We'll fall to a 4-bet. Of course, I'd say we have a gut shot here, but I'm not calling that in a multi-way pot. Here we have a pretty good hand. We 3-bet him here. I'm just going to bet half pot here, considering we have the flush draw here. 3-4. I guess we're in the big blind here. Guys are sitting out. I don't know what's happening at this table. Interesting spot that he... Alright, so I'm going to double barrel here. I don't love this board, but we could get a fold here. 3, 4, 5. We have a gut shot over here. I don't think I have any fold equity here to bluff. I'm just going to check behind and lose this hand. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any fold equity here at all. Here we have the gut shot 2003. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If a 6 comes out, it's really not that great for us. So we'll fold. I'm curious what I guess he had a queen. This here I'm going to fold. Just because I got to regroup a little bit here. He did have a queen. We were never getting him to fold. So it was a good no bet. You could have made the argument we could have underbet the turn. Might have been a better play. But, I mean, we didn't bet too much in that hand to begin with. Bet enough, but, I guess we could have probably underbet there. To the $2 bet here, 10-9 offsuit's an easy fold. So we know, he wasn't folding. I mean, that's normal. But it was also the right play for me to bet the turn because, maybe he doesn't have a queen. And now we bet the turn, him thinking we have a queen, and, we'll get the fold. It just happens he had the queen, so what are you going to do? What's going on here? This table is like... Now we only have 4 plays at this table. It's like nobody wants to stay at tables. Take it down with a queen jack. King 8 here from the cutoff. Here multi-way pot. We don't hit this at all. Queen jack here from the button. Offsuit is going to be a raise $2. So we'll just check. And we'll fold the 7-5. Here we get top pair now. Multi-way pot. Paired board, flush board, but min bet. This guy goes all in. We're going to easily fold that. And we will easily fold this here. We easily call this guy's min bet. With now 2 pair. Look, hey, we can get a jack. Well, there's really not much else is here. Another heart comes out. Now it's just an easy fold. Doesn't matter. It's funny that happened there. Meanwhile, the home game I played happened last night. It's like, oh, it's online at all these times these 4-card flush draws come out. Yeah, it happens in real life too. It's called probability. These things happen. There's a saying that cards come out for everybody the same over a lifetime, and it's true. It just depends on how you actually play it. But the cards come out exactly the same for everybody in a lifetime. Doesn't matter if you're a good player or a bad player. It just depends on how you actually play the cards. Actually, I heard that from Elliot Rowe has a meditation CD MP3, which I haven't really been doing. It takes so long. And he says the cards come out for everybody the same in a lifetime. King Jack offsuit here. I like to fold from under the gun. If I was playing my wider ranges, I'd be opening it up, but here we're not. That is not the case. This flop here, 7-4-3, 2 overs, no connectivity at all. We'll just check behind. I'm going to continue to check here with the queen 10. This queen king, king queen will raise this up, and we'll just check behind, and maybe we'll take it down with a queen high. Nope, he had ace high. It's fine. This will fold. I would love for another player to come on this board. They come on this table. Here we have 2 pair on a flush board. Definitely just want to bump this up here. Don't need another club coming out because it's all rigged. It's all rigged. And another club comes out. Oh, maybe it is really rigged because now we're going to lose here, maybe. We got a bet, unfortunately. We'll underbet this time. Hopefully he doesn't have a club. If he calls, he has a club, most likely. We can still get a full house. Luckily, he doesn't have a club. He folds, and we take it down. Beautiful. Come on, somebody join this table. The good thing is the stats for this table end up looking so much nicer if somebody want to join when there's only 4 players at it. This table's pretty sucky though right now. It's like whatever table I have the most money at is like where like the tables are just dying. Oh, all right. This weird thing happened to me. The same thing has happened to me before, and it creeps me out. And now I have to leave this table. Like my avatar changed to the woman avatar. Like how does that happen? This happened to me before, and I'm like, it gives me the chills, and now I'm freaking out about it. I've got to get off of this table. I'm going to have a heart attack because ugly woman avatar somehow showed up here. God help me. As soon as I'm... Oh, God. Why? I got to fold this. I'm like just... I got 2 pair up here. Oh, it's not really 2 pair. There's a freaking pair of 6s out there. I'm just really freaked out right now. Like, why did I become her? I'm majorly tilted. This guy overbets. Oh, yucky, yucky, yucky. All right, we got to call it though. 8, 9, straight. I could always have a better king than me, but it may not matter. Oh, why am I this nasty girl? I gotta get out of here. I have to leave this table just because I'm tilted by the fact I'm this terrible avatar. $2 again. We'll just call it. Hope he doesn't have a 6 or something like that. Queen 5 we could raise. He had a better king. I mean, it's nothing I could do. I mean, he bet $2 that time. We have to call it. Alright, folding out of this, getting off of this table where my avatar changed randomly. It's so creepy. Here we got 3 of a kind up here in the upper right, which is great. Probably not going to get much value for it, but we got to bet half pot. It's A6 here. We can limp through, actually. I don't mind limping through. Somebody finally came to this table. We have Ace King. We did get a call. Then we get an all-in, so we're just going to have to call this all-in here. There's no reason not to with 3 queens. Here, backdoor flush draw. We'll check here. This here, we're definitely going to bet up. She raises. My God, what is happening at this table? I mean, now it becomes a question of like, okay, we have 3 queens. Oh, we have a decision to make. She's pushing us all in here. I can't even think about what's going on this table. We're just going to call it. Oh, she didn't even push me all the way in. She sucks. I mean, we're just going all in, right? Is that what we're doing here? Oh, she had ace queen. We're splitting. All right. It kind of works because at least we took this other person's money and we just chopped. So we won money. What a weird spot. But look, we won on it. I mean, we chopped and we got this other person all in. I'm just going to say nice hand. Threes will raise. 7-9 will fold, and we'll look for another new table after our creep out table. Had to definitely get off of the creep out table. I'm still kind of like just scared of what happened there. I never want that to happen again. I gotta find out why. That's the second time it's happened to me, and that turned into that lady. Like, why am I transforming into a lady? Especially like the creepy ugly lady. Here we'll just check the threes. Like, why is the creepy ugly lady? That was a crazy hand. I'm actually really happy that Jack came out. Because, I mean, obviously because we split a full house. Because she had an ace, so the ace definitely was in play. That's why I didn't feel too comfortable about it, but it was just kind of a difficult spot to actually fold there. Queen 3, of course, we can check. 7-2. Easy fold here. Ace 8 here, we can bump this up from the cutoff. Alright, so I guess we've been playing an hour now. Ace 9 here from the small blind, definitely going to be bumping this up. We got 2, so $2.50. Ace 5 we can fold. I have no idea how I'm doing this session. I mean, we've had like just a couple, maybe like $14, $15 losses, but we've done good on some other tables. Oh, look how short I am on this table. We lost $6 in this table, won $4 in this table. We had to cut out of a couple of tables that we had good multi-way pot flush draw here. I'm definitely not going to bet here because I don't have any top pair, but obviously we'll call any bet with the nut flush draw. Any bet we'll call. Just hopefully we hit it on the turn would be the more convenient thing. We'll keep going multi-ways here. Let's make this worth it. Come on, give me a club. Ah, come on. We got a pair, which is going to keep us in his hand, depending on what kind of bets come out. Ace-3 will fold. It can't fold enough flush draw, enough flush here. I would love to see a check and get a free card. Come on, real MGH. MJH. $8. We're definitely calling an $8 bet. Just give us a club. Give us a club. You didn't give us a club, you jerk. That sucks. Alright, well, we'll check fold it. Here we got queens down here, multi-way pot with a king out there. It's not great. He takes it down with a 10. Yeah, it would be nice to get that club. It seems like I never get that club when I really need it. Check, check, check on this particular board. Definitely want to bet here. Protection. I mean, we had to bet his 8. It was less than half pot, so we had to call it here. She calls. Could easily have a king here. I'm just going to check behind. 5 comes out, and we'll just check behind again. Hopefully we just take it down, and we do. She was on a flush draw. That's good. Yeah, I mean we have to with the nut flush draw with a less than half pot bet, we definitely got to call that. That's not even a question. And plus we also paired the board as well, so you know there are so many river cards that can come out there that can help us. It's a no-brainer to make that call. Jack 5 here. We could fold out of this. Nothing happening. 8-8 will raise up. 5-4 will fold. Jack 7 suited from the small blind. We will fold. Jack 2 will fold. Oh my God, what's happening over here? Yeah, we're folding out of it. Bye 8-8. 3 bet, then 4 bet. Yup. See ya. It was queen queen versus ace ace. Yeah, my 8-8's not doing too much here. Yeah. Yeah, ace ace got cracked. Go crypt. I've been playing a little bit over an hour. Nothing going on again. . 7-6 will fold this, especially to a limp here. Mark some players have been slacking on that. Ace King offsuit, raise it up. Sky Fleet, I think we saw this guy before, right? Uh, 6-5, fold that. To the 2.5, 2.25. I know we're in the big blind, but just such a huge bet there. We're gonna fold it with Queen Jack offsuit. Let's see if we can check. Queen 9 suited, we're going to fold from the cutoff. Check here. Queen 7, we're going to fold. Still checking. Ace 2, we can fold here. And go and check again. And not win hand. And did not expect to. 7-4 will fold. King Jack, small blind, spot we actually can check through. You can just call through there. Good top pair, which is pretty cool. We will definitely check it off as not being pre-flop anything. I mean, it was just a limp pot anyway, so there's no reason to bet here. Ace 8 will raise, and we'll call his bet with top pair. Probably the best hand here. Just gotta hope a spade doesn't come out. 8-9, of course, hits a straight here, but again, no reason to fold top pair. And now we get two pair, which is even better. This here's $2. This here we definitely want to bet here. Queen Jack here, we're definitely going to raise. This spot here with the flush draw, we'll bet and get the fold. With the backdoor flush draw out of position, most importantly. I'm just going to throw out a C bet there out of position and try and take it down. Here it's 7-7. No set. Gross kind of board. We're just going to fold to his donk. With the ace being out there, just easy fold here. Flush draw, flush being out there, completely missing. Nothing we want to screw around with, especially with him donking with an ace out there. Uh, 10-9 we'll just check behind. I mean, I could definitely raise this up here, but I'm okay with just checking behind too. Have an open ender, which is great. So let's just check through, and definitely we can call any bet. We can definitely raise any bet here too. 8-7. Definitely, I think I'm definitely gonna raise this guy. Here we're gonna fold ace jack. So let's definitely raise this up. They raise this one up here with the open ender. I like the raise here, especially with a potential spade. He can, we could definitely get a fold right here. King Jack, we are going to bump this up, and we do. We get the fold, which is great. Check behind here, 8-2, we can fold. Now we get top pair, which is nice. We're definitely going to throw out a bet here, or call a bet. We definitely throw out a bet here with the flush out there, make it $3. This here we can fold. This here is going to definitely just be a check and fold out of this. He checks to. This is interesting. What's this? Let's just check behind. Yeah, he had a better ace, so good no bet. Here, this one's just easy check, fold. So he did not 3-bet ace queen from small blind. Flat ace queen from small blind. Take note of that. That's definitely a fishy play. Good thing is we didn't have to invest a lot in that hand. Here 8-7, obviously we'll raise up. Here from the big blind, 10-10 versus cutoff. Is going to be a 3-bet of 6, and we'll call a 4-bet. Here we opened it up. We have middle pair, 6, 7, 8. Now we have an open ender too, so we can bet here. I'll bet half pot. This here I'm going to check. This here we're going to fold. 10-9, we'll just check behind here. Back to a flush draw. Here with the 10 second pair, I'm definitely okay betting this. Half pot's fine. Fold. 10-9, 8. We have a gut shot here. 9-10, 8-9-10. Jack. We have an open ender. Let's bet. Here, this hand got pretty bad for us here. I'm okay check folding this hand. Here we get the straight. And he does this, which is great, so we just gotta hope he doesn't have, what? King 10, but we gotta call it. This here I can definitely fold. And he doesn't, so we take that one down. 10-9 here is easy call. And 9-10 jack. This is a limp pot. We'll just check behind, see if we can improve. We improve to a gut shot. Here with the eights, we will call it from the button. We'll definitely call his min bet with the gut shot. And we do not hit it, so we can fold any bet here. Here with the eights, just going to definitely just check behind here. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely bet here, but, you know, he could just be doing that completely out of position as well. This here we can definitely fold. Interesting spot here to throw out a bet. Here we can definitely fold this. 6-8 we can fold. He calls it. Don't love that, of course. And we'll definitely just fold to any bet here. Yeah. Easy fold here. The fact he called on that king, easy fold. And that's why I think it was actually a really good bet there, because we definitely do get some information on him when he does decide to call and then he bets. You know, a lot of times, you know, bet check bet is a very strong line, and you know, he could have easily been on a potentially not flush draw or something like that. And you know, when he bets out there on the river, it just becomes an easy fold. Here we get 3-bet here, so he just fold out of his hand. Ace-5 suited. That guy's really no money. Definitely gonna raise this up. I'm glad he's not in it. It's just annoying. I'll just take that one down. It's like, get some money. $2.34. It's like not even a bet. I mean, what is he doing? This isn't even a tournament, you know. You can leave the table, go play at a $4 table, and at least you have a little more big blinds. You're never gonna make anything off of that. Yeah. 10-3 we can fold. Queen Jack offsuit here. I'm folding under the gun this particular session. Not playing that loose. I think I'm doing a pretty good job explaining everything I'm doing, considering I'm playing 4 tables. Pretty impressed, actually. Let's see if we can fold. I think I am. I don't know. If you're sitting here watching this video almost 1 hour and 10 minutes in, you can let me know in the comments. You know, how am I doing with explaining what I'm doing? King 2, we're going to fold. Super Lumpia. Yeah, I meant to actually add music. I should have added music. There's like one of those YouTube playlists things. They had some music to the background. I mean, the music is really bad, but I gotta remember to do that next time I do one of these videos. Here we just check through. Here we get queens from the small blind. Oh, I'm so excited to freaking raise this guy. I mean, what's the point, right? What's the point in raising here? Well, it's to get this guy out, potentially with an ace, and I don't know. It's stupid. I'm just going to raise him anyway. I know it seems stupid. Like, what's the point? He's all in, right? Here we get 3 of a kind. What are we trying to avoid here? We won. Okay. We won his a little bit of money. This here will just bet pot with the 10s. Ace-4, we could easily fold this here. What a weird situation. Like, how do you play that situation when this guy just all in pretty much by default? You can't win any money. I guess I had to raise it to like try and win some money. At least, I don't know. I guess that's the right play. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know how to play the situation. No training set you up to like learn how to play that particular situation. The guy who's literally playing with one big blind, with like 3 big blinds. Like, it's not a tournament. Not really that eventful of a session, I don't think. Pretty, I think it's pretty up and down. Pretty even for the most part, I guess. We had a couple of tables early on we were doing pretty solid at, but I mean, I don't even think there was any point. I think we had $80 on one table once, but it's been a pretty standard session. Nothing too bad has happened. Nothing too great has happened. 2-5 offsuit, so kind of in a little bit of a lull here. Let me know what you think. If you think I should be putting on some background music, but it has to be, YouTube approved background music. So the music isn't going to be good because if I, there's a weird bet here. If I do other kind of music, then it'll get a weird bet. All right, so $2.62. I should make it 2.6. We'll make it $7 here with this other guy coming in. I was gonna make it a little bit smaller, but with this guy coming in, I'd like to get rid of him. They all come in, it just sucks. But what doesn't suck is the set of kings on a board like this. Of course we're gonna bet here. We're still vulnerable, of course. This guy calls, huh? 8 comes out. We got a full house now. I mean, we could underbet here to get him to call. I mean, we just give him a good price to like chase whatever the hell he wants to chase. Eh. That worked out well. All right, that was a good win. I mean, I gave him a great price to chase something if he wanted to. I mean, we had the nuts anyway, so it's really not a big deal. I mean, I want to bet something. I don't want to just check. That does absolutely nothing. Checking serves no purpose. We always want to bet, get some value, of course. But, give him a good enough price to be able to call. We have a gut shot here in a limp pot. We had a pretty crappy pair, but hey, maybe we'll take it down. Yep. Hey, we'll take whatever we can get. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely betting there. I'm not going to bet there. I want to see bet there in that spot. And look, he called it, so I can't. Look, can I complain? No. Small blind ace 5 versus a under the gun open is going to be a 4-bet fold to 3-bet 4-bet $7. This we can fold out. He calls it. Interesting. Second pair here, really, we don't have much happening here, so we're just going to check, actually. Not really the best spot here. Yeah, I'm just going to fold out of this hand. If I hit an ace, though, I just don't have many outs, but it's a half-pot bet. I got to call it. I can't fold that. King comes out, we check. We can fold here now. If he bets again, we can fold. Yeah, now it's easy fold. We got to at least call the second pair there. Still have the ace kicker. Half pot bet. We get the right odds to call it. So queen jack versus the L position 2.25 times. I'm gonna make the bet $6.75. Let's make it 7. I know we can make it 8. We can make it 10 versus guy versus huge bet. I haven't seen what he's been doing. How he, what he's been, his open raises have been. This is small blind versus cutoff. So queen jack suited would be a fold to a 4-bet. He calls it. Nothing happening here on this flop. Easy check here. 2 overs. Let's see what size bet he does here. Wouldn't be surprised to see him do some kind of crazy huge bet here, and if he does, we got to fold it. This spot here, ace jack versus under the gun, is a fold. He checks it here. We get top pair, which is great. Out of position now. I definitely want to bet this here just for protection. This here we need to bet there. King 8 we can bet. And we'll take it down. Great. I want to protect against a potential flush, of course. That could happen. Or just a lot of cards that could definitely beat us still. King 8 here. Here we definitely want to throw out a bet. This we can fold. If he raises us, we can find a reason to fold here. Flush, he could have a set, anything like that. Even there are two pairs there he could possibly have as well. Here, we definitely going to raise up this. We can fold this guy. Queen 8 can go. King 8 and the limp pot can go. Interesting spot here. I don't know what to do in this spot. We don't have a pair, so I guess we'll just check it, you know. Now, it's kind of gross. Here, ace jack is going to fold. This I'm just going to check. Button versus... this is button versus middle position now. Ace jack offsuit would actually be a 3-bet. So we can 3-bet here. Let's make it for $5. Let's see if we just continue to check. We'll take it down. This guy wants doesn't super aggressive though. I mean, obviously we're gonna fold to any 4-bet, which happens, so we just fold out of this hand here. Unfortunately. Interesting. I mean, I guess he's not that aggressive. I haven't seen what he's been doing. Here, button versus middle position is going to be a 3-bet. $1.25 times 3 is like $3.75. Just got it in. A lot of 3-betting all of a sudden happening over here. I love blind. This guy's a reg. I'm not sure if he's a good reg or a bad reg, though. I can tell you what, that flop is just so unappetizing. Let's check here. We do have a gut shot now. Not too exciting. I'm okay with just checking behind here. And we'll just check back, and I don't think we'll end up winning anything there. Fold. Raise this up. And that was the reason. I don't think there's any way that I could bet there, and he believed that I have really anything. So it's really tough spot to bluff. Ace Queen could easily just call that there. Because what am I really checking with there and betting with that too? Not much. Here we can fold. So here on the 3-bet from this guy who we've seen pretty much. I think he's pretty much betting for value in that spot too, you know. And we're not going to call King Queen anyway. We weren't calling Queen Queen actually. I think regardless in that spot. We actually no, we were versus under the gun. We were definitely calling it, but definitely not to a 3-bet. So. Jack 9 in the button will be a $2 bet. I mean, the good news is this guy calls light, and you see he opened limps here, and that's something we, you know, very important to keep note of, by the way, right? That he opened limps, because if he's open limping, I don't love this spot here with the Jack 9 suited, but it really should be a call here. I just get this weird feeling not to call this hand here. I'm going to fold it. I don't have a read here, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it for some reason. I could have called it, but I mean, I think it's standard. Probably is a standard call there. It was. I probably should. I probably should have called that there. That was a bad no call. Sometimes that happens to me where I just get afraid to call certain hands, and Jack 9 is just one of those hands. It's like, I got a Jack. It's so easily beaten. I really need to get a flush there. But, you can't think like that, It really is the right play to call there. I just hate calling 3-bets in certain situations. That's one of them. Jack 9 suit is one of them. But I think I've called Jack 9 suit, and it's actually worked out well for me, too. So, I mean, doesn't really matter, I guess. I folded there. But, yeah, this guy, again, take a note of the open limp. So we can feel pretty safe that when this guy's open raising, it's strong. It's at least minimum a pocket pair. Just because he is passive. 5s here we can fold. This bet would definitely get, this we can definitely call here. This is, we were under the gun. We were middle position. He's cut off. So facing screen with the cut off. We're definitely going to call this, of course. Would have loved to have hit a set here. Got second pair. See what size bet he does here. It's a pretty strong bet. Pretty strong bet like that there. I'm just going to fold this one up. If it was half pot, it could have given me a reason to possibly call there. But without having any kind of diamond or anything like that. I could have raised that too. I was kind of confused what was happening here with this board. He called. No, yeah, he was a limper. I didn't know really what was happening with this board, with this table. Jack 9 versus button. Definitely going to call this here. See, this Jack 9 we call. Fortunately, we missed the board completely. He's tilted. Yeah, we're obviously going to fold this here. Yeah, I mean, because we didn't have a diamond, so I feel like that plays into it. Well, we only have 2 outs there. Just if it was half pot, maybe even lower than that, fine. But with only 2 outs, the only way to improve with the 9, there's a 10 on the board as well. Just more than enough reason to not call there. 3s here we can raise up. It's been a weird session. Here we're going to raise this up. And we can definitely check the 3s here. And we could really bet this here, actually, but I'm not going to bluff here. And we did a check before. We did a check bet before with him, and this guy seems like a solid player. Checking out a position, kind of makes sense for him, especially when we would a pre-flop raiser. He could have connectivity to that board, and our 3s don't really hold up. It's really such a wet board too, with it being as connected as it was. I don't think we can get many folds from him there. You could have a backdoor flush you could be calling with there. You could definitely have a straight draw, an open-ended straight draw as possible. Easily could have a pair there as well with the cards that were out there. So I don't think 3-3 is a good spot to see bet there. A7 versus the end of the gun. We can fold that. We're going to raise up the Queen Jack suited. King 9 from the small blind will be a fold. And of course, we're going to fold Jack 5. A7 from the big blind. King 7 will definitely bump it up. But obviously we'll fold to the open raise there. Here, I'm just okay calling this. I'm not going to 3-bet or anything like that. We'll see where we land. Backdoor flush draw. Gut shot, but not a good gut shot. This here we can fold. So we could definitely call with 2 overs in the backdoor flush draw. Now paired boards. We lost our flush draw, so nothing really happening here. Even an ace comes out, potentially could not really be good. Now, obviously, our prayers to win with ace high. And we do. Oh, we don't. This guy had, what, a 3? Yeah. I could call with king 3 offsuit. That's reckless. He did. Actually, he opened limp too. Okay, so this is a pretty cool board. I mean, obviously we're going to bet here. Pretty solid board here. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't like we were probably gonna get much action, but and we got a C bet there. And I'm not gonna slow play with it being a paired board. Even though we have a 6, you can still be in trouble with a potential full house, of course. Here we can fold. This we're definitely going to make $2 with the 8-8. Fortunately, multi-way pot, and we have 4th pair. We can fold any bet here. Another heart comes out. I mean, we have a heart, which is good, but, we're not going to call here. Now, the way this board is actually played out, I can definitely call a bet here. Or we could just do it this way, too, and just check and see if we won. We did. Great. But, I mean, they're a bet, with the jack coming out. If one of these guys would bet, I would just call it with the 8s. This is assuming some kind of strange bluff, maybe. Somebody else says, oh, I don't have jacks, but I paired the board, I'm going to bet there. And then, we take it down with the 8s. As played, didn't really matter. Because we took it down. Yip. 6-3. Fold that. Get pocket kings up here. See if we can do something there with the pocket kings. We did do well with the pocket kings over here, but unfortunately just had some other bad hands. $1.50 we're in position. $4.50. I'll make it 5 with this guy sitting here. Just one more big blind. See if we can try and avoid a multi-way pot with kings. I'd like to do that. This guy's a short stack, which kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't really suck. We're just going to shove them all in here. We'll make it, we'll at least do it a nice way. $14. We'll trick him into doing it. He doesn't do it. It's fine. He's doing that there because it's an SPR pot, of course. Really nothing else we can do there with him being short stacked. We don't want him to get an ace. Either he's going to put it all in, or he's not going to put it all in. We don't want to be in a position where all of a sudden we're kind of like, we have to go all in. He has an ace, We just shove him all in pre-flop. If he gets the ace and he has two, pair of aces, so be it. The correct play is to shove them all in. Here, see, this is one of these spots here. This guy's open. I'm just gonna call him. Not gonna three bet him. He could four bet. This guy's probably got a solid hand here. We see what we get. Nothing happens here. We could easily just fold to him. We know he's got something pretty decent. Probably a pocket pair. Could have just broadways, something like that. We know that his open raise means something. So without any kind of flush draw or anything like that, I'm just going to fold out of this here. So we can fold. But yeah, that's a reason not to 3-bet him there, because we are risk definitely for 4-bet there from him, who's usually open limping. So we know that his raising range is probably similar to what, maybe a 3-betting range would look like. Something, like, I'll tell you what I'll tell you what his raising range looks like. I'm going to show you what I think it is. Maybe I'll put his raising range. I'll show you in 1 second. I think I'll put his raising range probably like this. I think maybe in the 7th and the 8th of being generous. Maybe this is what his raising range looks like. Everything else is limping. That's my guess. Because somebody who's limping, I mean, they're just not open raising too much at all, so. 5-4, definitely going to fold to the $2.25 bet. Ace King on the bottom. King 6, we will fold to the limp. Limpy, limpy. Get the call from the button here. This board is, this would be a check call, of course. This board's obviously so much better for her, but we got the 2 overs. Pot size bad. I don't really care. I can still call here. I have enough equity, slightly enough equity to make the call. Now we can just say goodbye to this hand. She checks again. Is interesting. 9 comes out. Still tempted to bluff this here, especially having a club. Let's take this down here. $4. See, we got a fold. Calls it, and then she has some kind of pair then. 4-8. That's fine. I think it was worth the bluff. Kind of strange that she checked there on the flop. Almost makes you feel like she's going for a draw. And I just don't want to get bluffed off of my, I don't want to get bluffed, so I bluff her. And that spot with Ace King, which I think is fine. And I just really underbet it there, so. And it's played. She had 8-4, which we can actually say, she called 8-4 from the button. Which, by the way, is noteworthy. It's really, really terrible call. Noteworthy, definitely. 8-4 suited call, cutoff versus button. In fact, I could even make note of that as well. She was in the button, and it was button versus cutoff. Take note of that too. This we're gonna fold here. Ace Jack versus this freaking guy. Obviously, we're gonna call it. Definitely gonna call multi-way pot, big blind. Ace Jack offsuit. Don't hit, unfortunately. So I totally expect this guy to see bet. He's got usually a decent hand. This 4-4 we can check through here. Limp through. I'm gonna fold here, especially when he calls too. 10-7 we can fold here from the cutoff. And the 4s we can fold any bet here. This guy's super short. We hit our set on a flush board. Yick, yick, yick. I mean, we're definitely going to bet here. Weird spot there. This is a fold. Weird spot here. Such a wet board. You know, we'll just call it. This here we can bet. He shoves all in. You know, I'm just going to call him. I mean, I don't know what the hell this bet means at all. He could have a flush with a bet like this. I mean, ugh, I hate that, but no. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell that bet meant. So it meant he had a pair, and now he open raises. Just go all in. Like, what is he doing? He open raised $1.50, only $1.75 behind. I mean, it's just not profitable to call him with any hand. He raises them up. He doesn't raise them enough to put them all in. Now he goes all in. I mean, what does he got? King, ace, king. Great, it's gonna be a chop. This board here, not very pretty for me. Oh, yuck, yuck. Third pair is not good enough to see bet here. We're gonna check it. We're gonna get called by better. Fold, fold. We'll call a bet here though. Potential bluff by him. Half pot. Definitely going to call it. I think we can fold to a river bet here though. Yeah, we can fold our jacks here. Let's see. We'll check. Because this guy seems like he's betting out of position. I don't think he's. I haven't paid too much close attention to him to know what he's doing. Let's see if we can fold. Yeah, I haven't really been seeing what this guy's been doing. I've never seen him. I don't think I've ever seen him before either. I mean, he seems like he's playing a solid game, so. This would make it 6 here. This is small blind versus button. A 4-bet comes in. We got to call the 4-bet here, especially it's such a small 4-bet. I mean, it makes me a little nervous because it's a rec player, but you know, we saw it from the 8-4, but backdoor flush draw on a paired board is how I feel about that. I am going to fold to a bet here. $1 bet comes in, bottom pair, in a limp pot. We'll definitely call him. This we can fold. 7-7. We can raise it up here. I'm curious if he bets again. He bets again, so I guess he's betting for value here. I mean, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be. So we can fold this now. Here to 7s, third pair, donk bet. Weird spot here. I'm going to raise him, but I'm just going to raise him just because it's a weird spot for him to be betting there. He calls it, unfortunately. So that play just seems to never work, and I keep on saying I got to stop trying it. These guys are just betting when they have it. I try once in a while to see if it works, and it never works. Nobody folds there. Like, they're literally donking with value. Most of them. Not all of them, but most of them are. Not a Gary flop. I mean, here's been the underlying problem. This session is I'm just not hitting anything. and I'm just losing a lot of small pots. So, and I'm winning small pots, and I'm gonna guess I'm down. Like I just lost $15 on this table in 2 hands. I'm gonna guess I'm down this session. But there's still what 15 minutes left. Maybe we can score a big hand here and do something. We have things happening now. Ace 8, Ace 10, 5 5. Let's see what we land. Hopefully we flop something. Not good. I mean, it's been like, what's been happening here? Oh, we lost that guy. Damn. So ace back to a flush. This is definitely spot the bet here. Here we have a gut shot. A couple different gut shots. This here we can easily fold. He raises us here. This guy's short stacked as it is. I'm not screwing around here. I gotta hit my draw. Here we're just gonna check again. This will fold. This will fold. It's weird to raise because, you know, why not just go all in? You need to see another card. We'll check the ace 9 here. Jack 10 suited here. We'll end up calling in the big blind. Top pair. Okay. I'm just going to continue to check here. This will call. And we just hope there's no king now. We take it down. This was a whiff. Now we have a gut shot. Half pot bet here for the gut shot. We can actually give it a call, believe it or not. 2 overs also. This is a fold. Hey, we hit it. Yeah, but we obviously I'm not gonna, not gonna bet into him here. What do you have? Pair of fives. So it's all right. At least it was cool that we hit the straight. He gave us a great price for it, so this we're gonna fold, and this table 3-handed now kind of sucks. We'll go off of this table after we get to the button. 6-4 suited. Definitely gonna raise this up from the button. So we'll get off of this table after this, but we'll definitely be betting here. Here we have a gut shot. Definitely just gonna call this with the ace out there. We can play this now. We don't have to get off this table. 6, 5, 4. Just check it here. So we can check behind. And I'm kind of done with this hand. Pair of sixes now he bets here. 4, 5, 6. Straight is definitely possible, but second pair, top kicker, we'll call it. So we can fold here. And we'll just check behind here. And we take it down. There you go. We tried to bluff us. Perfect. Bluff, turn, out of position. 10-8 off will fold. We can call here 8-7 versus the cutoff. BB versus cutoff. 8-7 suited. Definitely a call. I mean, it's close, of course, because of his bet sizing. 9. We have a gut shot here. Backdoor flush draw. This is a fold. Oh, whoops. That shouldn't have been a fold. My bad. What is the note on this guy? Flat ace queen. Oh. He's a bad player, and he open raised. That's always scary to me. Don't really love the 9, just because it kind of screws things up for my straight. And no backdoor and we don't have flush draw anymore. He bets here. I'm just going to fold out of this now. Here we are going to fold. We'll fold. So 8-6, no. Oh, never mind. I actually, this hand I could open here. 8-6 offsuit, I think. Cut off. I just chose not to because I had a bunch of things going on, and it's kind of like bottom of the range, and I got a bunch of things going on. I'm just going to just not open it. I should have. No, I'm just kidding. I was just like, I should have done this because of what happened. Oh, yeah. Sure. Hindsight 2020, of course. Fold this, fold this. Got 10 minutes left in this session. Let's see what we can do. And after that, we'll start stacking our Z's till tomorrow. Alright, 7-3. Fold this up. A6 we could definitely call, but never, not to a 3-bet, of course. 6-5 suited from the cutoff is an open. I mean, not from the cutoff, from the middle position. 6-5 suited. No, I'm not opening these here. I'm opening some suited connectors, but not 6-5 suited. Not how I'm playing tonight, which is on the tighter side. Yeah. That's why I gotta add music to this, because do you really want to hear me singing? I mean, I can sing it, so like that's not the problem. I can sing buzz. I do run an online singing group. In case you're not curious, you ever heard of the app Smule? If you ever heard of the app Smule, I do sing on Smule, and I actually run an online singing group, which has been pretty amazing. 6-3 suited I can raise here. I've met some really awesome people around the entire world through the singing app. Have even traveled to Turkey. I've made friends in Turkey, and it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. See, I'm not just playing poker, I am singing too, but right now my focus really is poker. Would like to be able to do something with this fun game. But I still have ways to go, but I actually have not even been playing seriously for a year, so still have plenty to learn. Taking my online courses, maybe I'll get some coaching and do something with this game. But I'm doing okay for now. Not great, but doing okay for now. Trying to make it my third straight profitable month, which would be nice. That'd be the first time that's happened that I've been in the green 3 months in a row. So hopefully we can pull that off. We still have about today's the 22nd, May 22nd. So we got about like 9 more days. See if I can make this another profitable month. 3 in a row would be beautiful. But this session, I don't know. I don't know really how it's been. I really don't have any idea how this session has been. If I had to guess, break even. Maybe we're down a little bit. Maybe we're up a little bit. Because we were up in a couple of tables that we had to back out of. So I don't really know. But I feel like I've played a good session. I feel like we've made some good decisions. We've made the right decisions, and I have no regrets. No regrets at all. King 8 here, offsuit. Let's see, big blind versus button is actually going to be a fold. Again, if I was playing really wide here, I can call any king, but if I was playing a little bit looser, but I'm not playing that style, as you can tell. I just have not had much success playing here with the looser style. And that's because, I mean, really, people are calling so wide. It just has not been profitable. Ace 3 suited here in the button versus the limp. Okay, now versus the raise. Button versus cutoff. I think it's probably going to be a 3-bet. It is. Make it 6, but we're going to fall to a 4-bet here. This guy comes in. I don't know what this guy is doing. Really, I don't. I really hope at least it's heads up and I'm in position. I don't have to deal with this guy coming in doing things and all that other fun stuff. Multi-weight. Well, there you go. There's the 4-bet, so we're done with this hand. Kind of a gross situation. This guy ruined my life pretty much. Here we're definitely going to 3-bet this. You ruined my life, Super Loompa, who's playing like I don't know what are you doing. This King Jack, this is cutoff versus middle position. King Jack suited, we fold to a 4-bet. I'm gonna fold here. I could 3-bet this guy. Recreational player. I just don't feel good 3-betting a recreational player like that in this spot. Top pair, so that kind of works. Even though it's a flush board like this, very happy to bet here. Make it 4. See if we just take this thing down. I think because we've checked so many hands versus him, he's gonna think that we have a flush there. I'm sure he has some kind of note on me regarding my betting. And playing versus him has been very straightforward. I mean, I'm playing a pretty straightforward game. It's just been a weird session. Not a very exciting 2 hours, but thank you for watching anyway. I do appreciate it. I hope you do subscribe. Watch my videos. You know, I got my study videos and gameplay videos here and there, and you know, we have a lot of good stuff happening on this channel. And I enjoy doing this too because it you know, helps me focus as well. All right, we're definitely going to bump up 10s here. I'm going to start sitting out of tables as we're coming up on 2 hours. So we're going to sit out of this table. Really, it's such a terrible board here. Multi-way flop. It's not good. This guy's got to be a recreational player. I feel like he probably just has to be. Of course, we're going to fold here. Yeah, and the flops just have not been great either, which has been one of the main issues also from this session. Oh, that guy wanted freaking. What happened here? So we'll start leaving tables. I'm not going to, just for the sake of the screen here, I'm not going to close out of the tables. Here we got 3-3. Let's flop something here. Let's flop us a set. Come on. Oh, we got to get off this table. Ah, I didn't cut out in time. That's annoying. I thought I clicked it. Now I'm going to wait. Oh, come on. Well, now I'm not. Ace King. All right, come on. Let's get something happening on this table. Super Loompa. Anybody? I mean, I don't love playing Ace King, but here we get King Kings up here. Come on, let's do something now. Let's make it happen. Oh, we got to sit out. All right, great. We sat out in time. Really? So this guy's limping here? Interesting. I did not notice that. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go back and watch this video and see. I don't know if I'll play this with this guy again, but I don't know if you guys been watching. If you've been watching the video, has this guy been limping the entire time? If he raises here, I'm going to be so suspicious of aces. Really interesting open limp. Oh, that means that we're done over there. All right. Really interesting. Even more interesting now. Oh, this is terrible. 8-9 makes a straight here. I mean, 8-9 already made a straight. Now you got flushes out here. Oh, this is gross, but we got to bet it. Obviously, we get raised. Here's kings 2. Obviously, we get raised. We know we're in trouble here. Straight, there are straights out there. There are flushes out there. All right, good. Took it down. King over here now. I mean, that worked out great, I guess. I'd love to know what this guy's limp at. What was that limp all about? Is he a recreational player? Okay, this is interesting. 8. 4-bet this, of course. 17.6. This is going to be interesting. This could make or break our session. This hand right here could make or break our session. And it doesn't because that works out. All right, so this was actually pretty... all right, we're not done yet. We can't finish off this session. We keep on getting hands. This has been an interesting finish to the session. I don't want to get 3-bet with ace king. I hate ace king so much. All right. Oh. All right. Got the ace of hearts, which is nice here. But, you know, I do bet it up a little bit because of the flush draw. I mean, all right. Wow, this session's finishing off really nicely. And that's it. So, maybe we finished up because of the way this session ended. It's quite possible. Anyway, hey, look, thank you so much for watching, if you did watch, and if, however much you watched, doesn't really matter. I just appreciate you watching. And do me a favor, please subscribe. And until next time, Poker Dad, out.